Exeter City are delighted to be partnering with Her Game 2, an anti-sexism within football campaign created by a group of female fans based on their experiences. One of those founders, Lucy Ford, is a Bristol Rovers fan, and she'll be here on Saturday. We caught up with her a little bit earlier to find out a little bit more about the campaign and what she thinks of Saturday.
Her Game 2 was kind of started as a result of something that happened this year to one of my friends. She got a lot of abuse on social media just for kind of laughing at a scoreline, like any of us would do. I think it was kind of a crazy result. And then we kind of came together, and Kaz, who's the main founder, a fellow Bristol Rovers fan, kind of came to me and spoke to me and said, is there really a campaign out there for sexism in football? And I was like, well, I can't remember seeing one. Obviously, we see one about racism and homophobia, which is also equally as important, but we haven't had one about sexism. And we both experienced it ourselves on social media. I'd had it from being young at school, people saying comments to me like, oh, why do you go to football? Or you shouldn't go to football because you're a girl, even though it's something I love to do. And then, from there, she kind of said, oh, I've got an idea that perhaps we do a video and highlighting like the sexist abuse we've received. And I just love the idea straight away. I could just visualize just seeing us holding up the comments on card, which is kind of what we did. And then she kind of spoke to 10 other girls from across the country, supported different teams, Newport, Bristol City, Leeds, Rotherham. And they all kind of completely agree with the idea of the campaign and had all experienced sexist abuse, whether it was online or in person. And that is literally where Her Game 2 came from on Saturday, the 15th of May. I think that's the date, FA Cup Day this year. And from there, I think my life has kind of changed dramatically.
Obviously, we can't go into too much detail on here, but obviously we're going to make the study available that you guys did. There's some pretty horrible language in there, isn't there? And I think people don't perhaps realise that this happened at football.
Yeah, I mean, when we did the survey, we got a great response from female football fans. I think we got almost 400 responses, which in itself was, great data to have. But reading through some of the responses, I mean, I think all of us girls felt really, really upset just reading it. And I think I only got through about 2 pages, and I genuinely had to just stop because some of the stories were absolutely horrendous. And I just thought if that was me in that position, I just wouldn't even want to go back to football. I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't feel safe. I wouldn't feel uncomfortable. And that's really kind of the whole reason behind this campaign. We want these young girls out there who love football, whether it's football, like playing or watching, and they should be able to feel safe and comfortable doing that. And they shouldn't have to worry that someone's going to come up to them and say that they shouldn't because they're female.
Obviously, Exeter City are the latest club to partner with you guys. I know Bristol Rovers are really on board. They were the first, and I think Tranmere as well. But there's quite a lot of clubs in the Football League that are starting, and non-league as well, that are starting to get involved.
Yeah, I mean, we are just so grateful for the club support. I mean, obviously, from a personal aspect, for me and both Kaz, with Bristol Rovers partnering with us, that just meant the world to us because, it's the clubs we've supported since we were little girls. But it's just amazing to see how much support is spread throughout the country. And we are grateful to every club that has supported us, whether it's just a small gestures, just tweeting to say that they support the campaign, or putting posters up at the ground, like I understand Exeter City are doing, which we are super grateful for. And as a travelling fan this weekend, I am very excited to see the posters in person, but also just going to away games with my friends and knowing that we're going to a club that if something did happen, obviously we never want that to happen, I would know that if I could go to somebody or there's a number to text and to report the incident, I would feel safe and comfortable to do that and not worry.
Absolutely. And obviously Exeter City, we pride ourselves on being such a diverse and inclusive club. I've got to ask you then, because we all know what's happening on Saturday, how are you feeling about the game?
Well, if you asked me after last Saturday, I was excited, but I was thinking, oh gosh, we really need to win a game. Our form has not been great, and this is going from last season back in League One, where we finished dead last in the league, which wasn't a great year. But then we won on Tuesday night against Oldham, and that was a great result actually. I know they hadn't been doing too well, but our performance, especially in the first half, was really, really pleasing. We have a couple of crucial players back fit. Pittman came on for the first time. Aaron Collins looked really bright. Luke Thomas looked really bright, and Harry Saunders scored his first goal for us. So that was. Yeah, I kind of came home from Tuesday night like skipping away, and now we're all super excited to come down to Exeter. And for the next game, games of Exeter are usually quite a good encounter. It's kind of quite edgy either way. I don't think there'll be much in it like the Oldham game, but yeah, I'm excited.